What's good? What's good? Welcome back. This video right here is, oh my goodness. If delusion had a name, it would be this person right here that you're about to see. So put your seatbelts on and get ready for this crazy flight.
Oh,
because it's going to be rocky.
Absolutely.
So something that's been getting under my skin is men not understanding what it means to be a single mom. So as a single mom, a single working mom, I have my plate full to the maximum, right? I don't have free time. The time that I do have free, I just want to relax. So one, I get it. I'm single. Yes. Do I want to date? Sure. If I meet the right person, right? But if you invite me out for a dinner, or drinks, especially during the weeknight, come on. You know I have things to do. I'm sure you have things to do the next day. I have a child to take care of. I can't just go out late at night just whenever, right? So you have to take that into consideration. So if you're really going to invite me out, one, make it worth my time. And what do I mean by make it worth my time? Just don't invite me out to dinner and drinks. Get creative. Invite me out for an activity. Do something different. Do something that's going to be worth my time and effort. I am taking time out of my evening to meet with you, to go and enjoy your company, to see how things work, if we're compatible. I'm making an effort, so I expect you to make an effort. So don't just assume that I'm going to be able to drop off my child somewhere, because most likely I'm not. So unless you're offering to pay for the babysitter, I'm not going on that date. Also, offer to pay for the babysitter. That's going to make me more receptive to want to go and spend my time with you. Also, don't just assume that you're going to invite me out for drinks and I'm going to show up. What makes you think that I'm going to put my safety in jeopardy by drinking and driving? So unless you're going to offer to pick me up and drop me off or Uber me there and back, it's a no on the drinks during the week.
I'm going to use one of her own terminology. What makes you think that the men you're talking about is actually going to put up with what you're saying? Just think about that for a second, because first off, you want this man to understand your problem, your situation, your reason why you should meet up with him or not. What happened to his reason why he wants to meet up with you? Do you take that into consideration at all? Or are you just going out there thinking that you're going to be his company and, not vice versa? You sound very selfish when you say things like that. A lot of times you want to come across as far as being a prize to that man, but not knowing that that man already see what he see inside of you already. He's just going along with the act of the whole evening. Regardless of what, he already knows whether he's going to be with you or not.
Right.
You taking your responsibilities, meaning your child, and the fact that where the child has to stay for a babysitter and all that stuff like that. If you cannot do any of those things that's require you to leave the home, stay your ass in the house. Why do you feel that, first off, he's forcing you to come outside, like you're some kind of hot babe sitting there and just got a line of niggas just waiting to invite you somewhere? And then you coming on with this long list of what you should do and what you need to do. Girl, slow down. Slow down. It makes no sense. Slow down. I don't get it. Who do you think you are? That's another question. Who do you think you are that you got this long list of requirements? He got to pay for the babysitter. Then he got to be creative. So you just some old boring ass bitch that just don't have nothing to do. You just bored. If you bored, pretty much just stay in the house, because everything that he might do during that date, it's going to be a problem if it's not up to your standards of him doing what he, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like he's going to just keep fiddling and fiddling, trying to impress you, when in fact you're supposed to be trying to impress each other. You have nothing to offer this man coming out on a date with him. You sound dry and boring. I don't know. I don't see that evening going anywhere but dry and boring, because from the time you hit that man's car, it's going to be your little attitude that he's going to be trying to cater to put a smile on your face. It makes no sense.
If I had to say something, I would say honestly, stay home. You're looking for
Do everybody a
entertainment?
favor and stay home.
Stay home because she sounds like a pain in the ass.
A pain in the rectum. Yes, she does. She sounds like a
Stay
prolapse.
home. Prolapse uterus.
I'm not even gonna say that. She sounds like a hemorrhoid.
Hemorrhoid.
I'm
Oh my
trying-
god.
she sounds like a hemorrhoid. I don't know.
Like a bleeding hemorrhoid.
She sounds like a hemorrhoid. I'm sorry.
Woo! She just stay home. You want to have some fun? Take your child to the circus because it seems like she's looking for a fucking clown or something.
Listen, stay home.
somebody who's entertaining. What
Yes.
you wanted to jump through a couple of hoops or
Yes.
something?
I always,
Like, this
I
is
always
crazy.
believe that if you go into a situation and you claim that you're bored, guess what? Damn it, you're the boring one.
Mm-hmm.
If you cannot bring excitement to yourself in any sitting, any environment that you
capacity.
enter, if you cannot bring excitement to yourself, then you are the boring one. It's not where you are; it's you being where you are.
My whole thing is right, the fact that outside of the fact that she comes with a lot of demands.
Oh yes, she
My
did.
whole thing was this: were you asking for that type of stuff when you was with your child's father? And if you're requesting all of these things, right? My whole thing is like, this is so crazy to me. You just, you haven't even really met the person yet, right? And
Right.
you're giving all of this
Demands.
you're gonna have to do this, you're gonna have to do that because
Right.
my time is valuable because I have a child and my time is limited.
She gave
Miss
none
Ma'am.
of that to the baby father.
Right. Well, Miss Ma'am, at the end of the day, I'm pretty certain if he's taking a time out to even decide to court or date you, he has valuable time. His time is as valuable as yours, if not
Facts.
even more.
Facts.
Second of all, it sounds like you have a baby or a toddler,
Mhm.
and at that point, you shouldn't even
shouldn't even-
consider dating.
Yeah, stay
Just
home.
chill, relax, take some time with your kid,
Mm-hmm.
kind of self-observe, self-analyze, try to figure it out, kind of get some,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit of psychological help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't have to be crazy to get psychological
yeah.
help. Let's make that normal.
Oh no.
And figure out, build yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, socially, and financially.
I'm not even gonna lie to
Make
you.
yourself a strong candidate for the next person, who you may seek or date.
Right.
But at least by that time, because it takes time, it's not an overnight process.
Right.
Your child will continue to grow in age. For her to say that if a man asks her out on a date, he needs to pay for the babysitter.
Ridiculous.
And she's a little contradictory, right? Or a little self-centered, and I'll tell you why. She says, I'm not going to go out and drink and drive because I'm not going to endanger myself,
Right.
right?
So what happens
hold
when,
on
you,
to
when
that
you
for
get
a
back
minute.
home?
No, hold on to that for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But this man has to pay for your babysitter, assuming the babysitter is a stranger. So if the man is willing to allocate money to the babysitter for your evening, you're now going to then up and take your child to a stranger of a babysitter where anything could be happening to your child.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying?
They
So
don't
you don't
take
want to
that into-
endanger yourself.
Right, but you want to
But
endanger
you
your
will
kid.
put the child in the hands of endangerment because you can't trust babysitters. There's so many things happening all over the place, right?
Okay, there we go.
So deep down, she gives self-centered.
Self-centered.
Okay.
You're gonna be that wasted, right? If
No,
you're
well,
gonna-
she says don't invite her out for drinks,
Right. No,
So-
I mean I understand what you're saying, but
which makes sense, right? Which
Correct,
makes sense on a
correct,
respectable
correct.
level. That makes sense.
correct.
It's during the week or whatever. Don't invite her out for drinks. She wants to keep her cognitive mind
Right.
intact.
Right.
But if you want to secure yourself in that aspect, you have to
Pay for the
secure for the
babysitter.
little one as well.
Okay.
Okay, there's no babysitting, nothing, right?
Mhm.
That's just, you can't trust people.
Yes.
Now here's the thing. For him to have to pay for the babysitter for your evening out,
Mhm.
that's your child. He should not be paying for anything for the child. He doesn't even hardly know you, hence the fact you're going out on a date, a creative date, to get to know one another. So,
Correct.
considering he doesn't even know you, then why is he forking out money to pay for your babysitter.
Right.
This is just the delusion is real. You know, after you take everything, bag it up, after careful analyzation, it comes down to delusional. A lot of women, they make mistakes in the beginning, and what they require after they have the baby is not what they required before they had the baby.
Right.
And if a lot of them would require what it is that they're requiring now before they had the baby, they won't be in a lot of positions that they're in now.
Yep.
Right? So it's just really crazy to me how she knows her self-worth suddenly, and it's like, I need this, I need that, I need this.
But prior to having a baby, you had no self-worth.
You didn't know what you needed.
Right,
if you did, you wouldn't be obviously with that child. In closing, be real with yourself. And it goes back to what I said, just get some self-help. And it will make you a better, stronger, and a better decision maker. And at least by that time, it would allow your child some growth. You know what I'm saying? In age.
Yeah.
What if he's 2 now, it may take you another 2 years to get your shit together, 3 years maybe. The longer it takes, the better. That way your child could be older before you consider dating.
Right.
I don't really like dating when a child is so small. Because you just need to be there for that child. And God forbid, if something goes wrong, you know what I'm saying? That child would now have to turn around and have, have a missing parent, basically.
Because remember, these kids look up to you. They need
you.
They need you as their protector, so to speak, right?
Yep.
Whether there's a single family or a double family, they need you as
single
the
family
protector.
or double family? You mean a single household?
No, when I say double family, man and woman is in the household.
Yes.
Right?
Two-parent
family,
household.
Two-parent household.
Yes.
Right? They still need either one of you as their protector. Even though they may not always do everything accordingly as such, they still need you as a protector. They don't want you just dumping them off to somebody else, babysitter, or whatever the case may be, and just having them feel neglected.
And let me disclose this before they say we have a child in the back making.
No, that's a dog.
Nah, that's a puppy.
Yeah, that's a dog.
Let me just get that out there.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's about it. That sums it up. And until next time, my loves, we'll catch you in another video.